All right, guys, I get asked this question a lot. What do I say when sellers call me when they receive my letter? So this is exactly what I use. I use a seller's information sheet. I actually use this on every call. I've been doing it for a long time, so I memorize all the questions so I don't forget each information that you need to get from the call. So I have it right here outlined, okay? First, you got to get their name, and you want to keep repeating their name to them because they like that. It makes them comfortable, and it's good on building rapport with the seller. Of course, you want to get the correct phone number, okay? And their correct email address because you're going to be sending them a contract once you negotiate and you guys agree on a price, all right? You want to get the correct property address. That's very important. Giving that to the title company so they are searching the correct property. You also want to know how many bedrooms and bathrooms are in the property, okay? You always want to ask them, in their opinion, what do they rate their property from a scale of 0 to 10? Or 1 to 10, I'm sorry, 1 to 10. You're going to find out that a lot of sellers are going to say a 5 or a 6. And then that is great for you. That's great for your, when you're ready to negotiate the price, because you can bring it back to them and say, hey, you did say your property is a 5 from a scale of 1 to 10, okay? Then you want to ask them, is there any repairs that need to be done, okay? You're also going to find out here that they are going to list a lot of things. You know, needs new cabinets, or the roof may need to be changed, or the HVAC system is not working. It works sometimes, or, you know, the AC works, but the heat don't work, or may need new floorings, things like that. They're not realizing that that is helping you out when it's time to talk about the price, because you can bring it back to them when they are kind of bucking on the offer you give them. You can say, hey, you did name all these problems that need to be done that I'm going to have to take care of when I buy it. So that's a good question to ask them, all right? Now, you want to know if it's vacant or if it's a tenant in there. If it's vacant, you want to know how long it's been vacant for, okay? Because that can tell you if there may be problems. I don't know, they may have a stop order or something with the city. You want to check that out. You don't want vandalism there. If it's a tenant, you want to know all information about the tenant. Is there a lease? How long is the lease? Is it month to month? How does that tenant pay? You want to know everything about the tenant, okay? Like I said, I just answered it. If it's vacant, how long has it been vacant? Tenant, lease, and things like that. Now, is the property free and clear? That's a very good question to ask them, because if it's free and clear, then you can use that when you're negotiating on a possible owner finance deal. By me asking that question, I got plenty of deals owner finance, because a lot of sellers don't need the lump sum cash at one shot. They are willing to take it monthly, kind of like a retirement for them, okay? You ask them, why would you sell the property? Even though the property's not listed, they're calling you from a letter, you ask them, why would you sell the property, okay? Right there is where, that's the problem. They're going to tell you what the reason why. You got to solve that problem. Once you solve that problem, then it's going to work into your favor when you're negotiating the price, okay? The last question you're going to ask them, okay? Very last question is, if you can close fast, what is the lowest price you would take? And then shut up. All right? They're gonna tell you a price, okay? This last thing you're gonna say after they tell you the price, this has made me a lot of money. I got a lot of deals out of it. No matter what price they tell you, even if the price is good, okay? You're gonna say, is that the best you can do? And shut up. That puts people on the spot when you say that. That makes them feel or makes them think that they may have to lower it because the price that they gave you was a little bit high. Because they want deep inside they want the deal to happen. So automatically 97% of the time they go lower, okay? Anything they go lower is more money that you made just by asking that one question, okay? So now, that's basically it. So that's how the call flow should go when sellers call you from your letter. There's a sheet that I always use just so I don't forget information or forget questions to ask them. I give that to a lot of people, that my partners and students that I was helping, and it definitely works.